league, get a third 9 darter in one night. What do you think? At Sky Sports Stars, our Twitter account. If anyone can do it, it's the man on stage there, Phil the Power Taylor. He's hit so many 9 darters, won so much over the years. Never know, even Andrew Gilding might get one. Such is the night tonight. Pressure moves on to Taylor and Gilding. Gary Anderson, Mickey Mansell still to come. Rod Studd and Wayne Mardle in commentary, boys.
Thanks very much, Dave. Well, if you did witness the last match between Thornton and Wade, you were treated to a darting delight. I wonder what this game holds. Andrew Gilding, they call him Goldfinger. He beat close friend Darren Webster in the first round. See the tournament odds, 250 to 1. If he can dispatch the 11-time Grand Prix champ, he will not be 250 to 1. This man, 7-4 shot to win yet again, Rod Studd.
Will be for the 12th time. Only ever lost 5 matches previously in this tournament. This is his 17th appearance in it. Adrian Lewis, Robert Thornton, Kevin Painter, Adrian Gray. And probably the most famous of them all, Andy Calaby, the men to defeat him.
Took out 145 to beat him.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, Andrew is not the nervous type. I don't think he's going to panic here. Oh, and there we see there was meant to be some kind of knuckle touch, and it turned into Andrew Gilding grabbing Phil Taylor's fist. He will not be dictated to. Straight up.
That was your technique, wasn't it, Wayne? You came with a knuckle nudge and used to pretend it was a game of scissors, paper, stone.
Yeah, just used to grab it. Shake him by the hand.
Yeah, I remember many the time it was that you destroyed Phil Taylor mentally before the match even took place. Dismantled him, if you will. Now Gilding, we saw him in the TV debut at the match play, capitulated 10-zip against Adrian Lewis. He was much better the other night, though. Takes some getting used to the big TV stage and the TV lights, doesn't it?
I blame Adrian Lewis for what he did to Andrew Gilding on that match play stage, because he averaged 106, 107. There we see it.
Yep. There it is, the pro celebrity scissors, paper, stone, intermingled with the darts.
I think you find that Andrew Gilding is 1-0 up.
100.
But Andrew, he has beaten Phil before. He knows it's possible to defeat the greatest dart player ever.
81.
He didn't play like that in the first round, Phil Taylor.
41.
He beat Steve Beaton, but it was edgy.
$125.
Lead 16 after a dozen darts. So the first leg looks like going
81.
to Goldfinger.
Andrew, you require 16.
Stands so far over to the left, which is unorthodox. That's
first
not
leg.
unorthodox, is it? Goes for double eight and gets it first dart.
Game on.
Phil Taylor's no 4. He knows that this was never going to be just a turn up, get it done and go home kind of scenario. It was always going to have to fight, and Gilding had a gilt-edged start.
Well, the draw, as it pans out, would mean the winner will play James Wade. We've witnessed the greatest game of double in, double out darts we've ever seen, Wayne, earlier this evening, when both James Wade and Robert Thornton had a 9-dart leg. Thornton missed 4 darts to win the match, but Wade scrambled home in an absolute nail-biter.
Andrew's darts stand to attention, so when he does miss the 60, he wants it above. If they go below, he has to switch away, whereas Phil Taylor's, they lay down, so anything below the target
43.
is a marker.
Just briefly back to the 9-darters. The 9-dart finish worth $5 these days. So they've got 2.5 each at the moment. Thornton away, and that's not 2.5, that's 3. Well, I'll tell you what, he's rattling the Powers cage, early doors.
Andrew Gilding's first maximum
of
of the tournament, not just of this match.
Andrew, you require 161.
Well, we've already seen this twice tonight, both at the end of the 9-darters by Thornton and Wade.
90.
Good last dart. Settled in really well as Andrew.
Well, he's only going to get one dart at a double here, Phil Taylor. It will be at double 16 to level at the match.
48.
Well, now then.
Andrew, you require 71.
Not thrown with much confidence, Phil Taylor. He tried to plonk them in rather than throw them. That leaves 32. And that is 501 points scored. 2-0.
Game on.
Well, we've already seen something special, haven't we? Are we going to witness one of the biggest upsets in match play history, in Grand Prix history? It's early days, I know, but he's not playing like a novice, is he?
He doesn't get off here, and he has. Well, he's stacked it on top of the second dart, but even so, he's conceded a sizable advantage there, Phil Taylor. 65 points with the first throw.
Doesn't like the lie, even though it was in the 60. Yeah, not bad, that. Not bad switching at all. Good reply, my man. This is good. I know it's early days. Gilding's averaging 112. That's Phil Taylor's job normally. The world's on his head.
60. Andrew, you require 150.
Goldfinger. He's the man with the Midas touch, as Shirley Bassey once offered. Double 19.
120.
Phil was unconvincing against Beaton, and he's been unconvincing here, really. He's at a 174 and a 180 in this leg, and he's not going to get a shot at a double, because Gilding wants double 19 to rattle off this first set. Oh, something put him off. No, it didn't put him off, did it? 38. That is the first set wrapped up. And Phil looked like he was thinking, hold on, what's going on here? Not panning out the way he would have liked. Oh, we're going to witness a huge upset.
The 11 times winner of this event in that first set earlier, Kevin Painter off the canvas to beat Lewis from 2 down to win 3-2. Then a magical match between Wade and Thornton. Both players hit 9-dart legs. Thornton with 4 for the match, Wade 1. Taylor 0, Gilding 1, and then wrapping it up, Mansell against Anderson.
Well, we saw Phil there leave the stage just after the first set was completed, smiling away. I'm not sure what he's got to smile about, because Andrew Gilding is averaging just shy of 110. And he got absolutely annihilated in that first set. Things not going according to plan.
60.
Well, in the 16 years of competition, of which Phil Taylor has won 11 times. Only once has been knocked out in the second round, and that was by Robert Thornton a couple of years ago.
Corker of the game as well. Thornton does get embroiled in these Brahmas.
Perfectly positioned projectile.
Amazing alliteration.
Phil Taylor hits his second maximum. They've had 2 apiece.
60.
Phil's thrown some good darts, but just as yet not good enough to even win a leg. He's only had 1 dart at a double. He will manufacture more than that in this leg, you feel.
Well, if he doesn't win this leg, something will have gone completely haywire.
Just not overawed at all, is he, Andrew? He's just so confident in his own ability. I was chatting to him last week, and he said he was relishing the chance to possibly play Phil.
Well, Phil Taylor needs tops to register his first leg of the match.
140.
But let's make something quite clear. He's going to have to win a set on the Gilding darts at some point. This leg and this set on the Taylor throw. He hasn't won it yet either. He has now.
First leg. Phil Taylor's second leg.
Phil holds strong.
Game on.
Good dart for Andrew. It was, trust me.
40.
Eventually, he's off.
Maximum start on the offing.
120.
Giving him the possibility of attacking the 9-dart leg, and after the last match, an air of anticipation that we may see more of the magic.
Phil's darts are now going in with a bit of oomph, a bit of power. Throwing better. Painter and Wade are already through to the quarterfinals. There'll be 2 more settled tonight.
81.
It'll be Thornton, Gilding, Anderson or Mansell. Who will be those to qualify? We shall see.
£100,000 to the winner and another big TV title, but I think we all know that Phil Taylor now is already casting his mind and building up towards another assault on the World Championship. Alexandra Palace over Christmas and the New Year as he looks to reclaim the championship from Michael van Gerwen.
Phil's always set his stall out, hasn't he? He's always said from the match play onwards, that's the time to start firing. He was superb at the match play. Such an important period coming up. And he's just hitting form in this match. Taylor now averaging 100. Gilding 103. Tops! Like I said, he likes them above. Good player, this guy.
Yeah, that's a big moment too, isn't it? Because Phil Taylor's just walloped him on the chin with a 180 and said, well, there you go, you're on 100. Let's see how that affects you. Well, the answer was not a jot. It made no difference whatsoever.
He's just not that way inclined. He doesn't care what his opponent does. And that is a brilliant trait to have.
Wow. The door open. But closing. He's squeezed it in. Well, he's got off first on the Phil Taylor throw.
He'll feel better now, Phil. This is 160 written all over it. 106.
120.
Well, okay, 120.
Well, the power perplexed. Some head scratching going on for the 16 times world champion.
96.
But the pressure's still on, isn't it?
Better than Bristol. That could apply to almost anybody, that. Wayne.
Oh dear.
He'll be having words with me later.
100.
I'll tell you, stud.
Pitched it over the top of the first one. Oh, sublime.
14.
He's not going away, is he?
Darts by Phil Taylor, but yeah, he is finding Gilding an irritant. Well, he doesn't want to stay there because it'll leave 165 if he's not careful. That's sensible. Yeah.
Phil, you require 144.
Treble 20 needed. We'll stay there. Treble 16 now to leave 16.
96.
Good
And
setup.
you require 160.
Well, they went out on 100 in the last leg. The tariff of difficulty is higher on this shot. He's not going out. Taylor in the background knows
60.
that this is an important moment in this match.
Single 16. That has to be a good marker.
Game show.
Uses it. That was a really important visit, that. Andrew Gilding throws some real straight darts, and like I said, when he goes above that 60, he looks like putting one in there. And he doesn't switch away from the tops very often, even if one goes below. He knows that he has the game here, and the most important thing is Phil now knows that. The big stage, he's not putting him off, is it?
Well, he'll continue to attack the double 20, but that surprised me with the first dart line above it. I thought the power would have been down looking at double 16, but Gilding has got a head start. He's got a leg up in this leg. Utilising it. Goodness, Andrew, steady on.
Cannot miss, can he? This,
40.
well, I was going to say this is un-Taylor-like, but the last dart was thrown perfectly. He's off, but he's in trouble. You do not want to be a set down and then going into a last leg shootout in the next set.
Good shout, because it really does heat the pressure on. It's almost a free hit for Goldfinger. Goes 2-2 in legs here. Everything is heaped on the shoulders of Phil Taylor. When he's seen it done, it won it all dozens and dozens of times before, but you don't want to be in that situation, do you?
There's absolutely no pressure on Gilding right now.
140.
He didn't like that. In fact, I would say he was disgusted.
38.
Well, Phil's got it at 180 to hurt him. That helps.
99.
Well, half a dozen darts at 160 here.
160.
The Gilding means it will be 2-2, and it'll be all on Phil Taylor's throw.
Well, he wanted 160 in the last leg and did exactly that. So 100 left again, which I think is left for the third time in this match. He will be under pressure. How much? Will it be a little bit or will it be oodles?
100.
Well,
Andrew, you require
second and third darts there from Phil.
If he hits the ton, he's won, and it'll be 2-2. Well, choices. He's gone for the treble to leave double 10.
80. Phil, you require 122.
Treble 18 needed. That's awkward. Still treble 18 needed. It was awkward. Bullseye.
97.
Well, he's had a dart for the set.
20.
He could now be in big trouble.
Double 10. Game 2-2. Well, normally Phil Taylor will be saying, right, I've got the throw here, kick him with a big score, but this is a different tournament. He's got it a double first. That's a completely different dynamic to a set-defining leg.
When you know that you are the favourite for a tournament, you can just relax and play. You cannot relax for a second on double start.
80.
It's only an 80 start. If Gilding gets away, first start, well, he won't switch away, you know that. He will just continue to fire at the tops.
No score.
Yeah, Plonker on the top. Steady enough, he's got a huge advantage with Gilding, not even out of the starting blocks. Well, he needs 180 to level, which of course he can't throw at the start of a double in leg. This leg has gone away from him. Phil Taylor will not be able to believe his luck. Everything that he's wanted to happen has happened.
Every thought that was going through Phil Taylor's mind before the start of this leg, he was thinking, please don't get off about Andrew and let me win it at a canter. That's exactly what's happened. It could not have gone any better, this leg, for the power. Gilding is faltering right now. He's away! But Phil will be away and gone to make it a set apiece within a minute or so.
Has been nothing more than a common canter in this vital leg, as Phil Taylor, after a dozen darts, has left himself a two-dart combination finish, and Gilding has only just sauntered out of the starting stalls.
Gilding is at one of those legs.
21.
It's been a bit of a mare, bit of a Western super.
Gilding started this leg with a naught on the end of Phil Taylor's score, but he has reduced it to a finish.
How did he get the last dart in? The second one looked like it was going to fall out. That is the set wrapped up for the power. Gilding somehow got down to a finish, so there was pressure on. We have a level match. Both now averaging in the low 90s, but don't forget, this is double start. You can add 6, 7, 8 points on, because their doubling to get in has not been too bad.
Well, you'd expect him to hit this from the lie, and he has. But let's just reiterate, he's got to win a set on the Gilding throw. Either this one or the fifth one. He doesn't want to go into the fifth one, does he?
No one wants to go to the fifth.
Kevin painted him when he was 2-0 down.
Got to switch, Phil. Well, switched away and switched back. Unorthodox, but it worked.
Phil Taylor started this match at 1-20, but bookmakers and punters still believe, despite the fact Gilding's got him under pressure,
16.
he's still a 1-7 chance.
Andrew,
Gilding was
require
10-1 at the start of
141.
proceedings. He's still 4-1 against. With you back him at 4-1 way, and he wants double 12 for a 141.
129.
As you know, I don't gamble, so you're asking the wrong man. But would I back him at fours? Yes, I would, yes. Phil has just got a bit of edge about him, if you ask me.
Andrew,
Doesn't look
require
entirely
12.
comfortable. And I think that's down to the fact that Gilding is playing superbly well.
Well, double 3 would not be anybody's favourite. Half going through his mind to go 2-2 here, but straight at it he goes. Well, that's maybe why he was in a couple of minds.
164.
Well, he's left 3 as well. That's if he gets a shot, of course. 57 ball. Oh, this is magnificent. Bullseye.
139.
That really would have been typical Taylor, wouldn't it?
Require 3.
Now, Andrew Gilding's darts stand up to attention. The single one could block the double one. It didn't.
Andrew Gilding, second.
Doesn't respect reputations, this man, does he?
He regains the lead. He was a bullseye away from going behind. As Taylor goes off first dart. He's in a match here.
79.
There were those who said he would just roll him over. You didn't, Wayne, did you? You said that Gilding could give him a game.
I'm normally right.
Sage.
Not very often I'm wrong. Mrs. Mardle will vouch for that.
I'm sure she won't. As Taylor looks now for what will be his 5th 140, only a ton. Both players averaging in the at 93 now. Gilding in that first set was stratospheric, averaging almost 110 when he won every leg.
60. Thank you.
All the way from Holland to support the power. His fans all over the world.
100.
Good scoring. He's beating Phil in the 180 and 140 stakes. He's had more darts at a double.
140.
Well, he's
105.
That's a little bit of a question here of Phil Taylor. He's left himself a 2-dart finish, Gilding. Bullseye first. Well, that's 71, so he's going to have to go treble 13. Well, that is a surprising blunder.
42.
You would have expected at least a dart at double. 1 dart, possibly 2.
Yeah, Phil will be bitterly disappointed to have missed 25. Could see double 18, no. Yes, he went that way.
40.
But you've got to stay inside the scoring zone when you go double-double. For a level game. Tops!
Game time of second.
That was never in doubt, was it?
Phil Taylor. Third leg. Andrew
Gilding
to
looks
front
on as
first.
if to say, missed a bit of a chance there. It's not easy to go double-double, Andrew.
Well, again, you'd fancy this. Oh, well, maybe you wouldn't.
No score.
If that first dart, you'd have put much gold that he'd put one on top.
But the speed of Phil's throw there was just so quick. He's normally much more measured than that.
16.
Yeah, coming off the back of the magical match play performance against Michael van Gerwen, where he ripped the world champion apart.
119.
This is being played at a, I think a sedate pace would be fair. Another maximum 6 now for Goldfinger. Not sure about the nickname Goldfinger.
Why?
I don't know. I have to think of a reason why.
174.
It'll be difficult to dispute if he dumps Phil Taylor out of the World Grand Prix at the second round stage, if he sends the power packing. Who could deny him that nom de plume?
90.
Last shot of Phil's was 174. That's his second
137.
174 of this
And
match.
you require 91.
He's now possibly going to break if Gilding cannot hit 57.88, because that's what he needs. 93, 91, now 73. Well, that was just a real mess of an effort.
31. Phil, you require
This
71.
is the big chance to break the Gilding throw, get in front in this match. Has not been in front at any time during this darts match. $18 Lee's tops. Big moment. Big
Game
dart,
shot.
right where he wanted it, and Phil Taylor in front for the first time.
Bootleg Phil to throw first. Game on.
And with the help of that 71 finish, Phil is now throwing for the third set. Remember, he was a set down in double quick time. In fact, he was annihilated in that first set. Got to switch away. And does successfully. Back up, trying to score 92.
92.
And does.
Well, there's been 11 legs played in this match, and Andrew Gilding's won 6 to Phil Taylor's 5. Limited relevance in terms of the score, but it does show you the balance of play.
No score.
The two biggest legs in this match. The fifth leg of the second set. Andrew Gilding failed to get off. This is now the biggest leg of the match. Gilding fails to get off.
96.
Well, he missed half a dozen darts to get off in that leg that you were referring to, Wade, and he's done exactly the same thing again here.
Again, running through Phil Taylor's mind was, let me have an easy one, let me ride this set out. Let me just stand up here, throw and win it. Gilding. Off.
80.
There we see Phil now dominating the averages. For the first time, I might add. It's the only time Andrew has dropped below 90. But when you miss with 6 darts, with a double to get off, that's going to happen. It's been a good performance by Phil so far, because Like I mentioned, losing the first set 3-0, it could have all gone south, but it hasn't. Steadied the ship.
Well, the ball was the target to leave double 8. At 32 anyway, he had plenty of time. He had time to tee it up as he wanted because Gilding eons away.
Well, he's left the finish of 146. Will it be academic? Good marker. Used it. A little roar from the power. Phil Taylor and Andrew Gilding leave the stage. The power wins that third set and he's in control. Will he win the next and move into the quarterfinals where James Wade awaits? If you missed that, you missed a treat. But this isn't bad. Oh, there was a snarl on Phil's face when he missed the first dart at tops.
It was. I thought we were watching a match between John Part and Kevin Painter there for a minute.
The party snarl is fantastic. I miss it.
No question. The greatest snarler in the history of professional darts.
Professional sport even.
Andrew Gilding has been unable to kick-start at the start of a set that he must win. Otherwise, Phil Taylor will march through to the quarterfinals. This has been his problem, isn't it? He's capitulated on the opening doubles in the last few legs, and in crucial legs also.
Well, after the first set where he averaged just shy of 110, it was always going to be a case of regression to the mean, but not to the point of a complete and utter capitulation, because the last set has been poor from Gilding. And I do think that Phil's had a real part to play in that, because he's got better and better.
Match start, but too late. 6 darts too late. Yeah, he had Phil Taylor in the pressure cooker, but he just released the valve, hasn't he, with his poor doubling in. He's taken all the heat off Phil Taylor and allowed him to relax and throw some of his best darts.
Well, we already offered, didn't we, the two biggest legs of the match. Gilding faltered and Taylor didn't. That's why he's 2-1 up. Well, there you see. Andrew Gilding, I think he's had enough in this leg.
Well, in tennis they call it tanking, don't they? Just turning it in the set as he turned it in this leg.
16.
The thing is, with darts, your opponent has to hit that double to win the leg. You should not ever, ever throw a dart away without aiming.
Yeah.
It's just a tad amateurish and it's not right.
57.
And every year we come in, we mention the leg that Mark Durbridge won against Andy Jenkins when Jenkins was on a double before Durbridge had started almost.
That was hilarious.
Double 8.
Game shot.
This leg is over. One wonders, is this match over? Gilding, remember, took the first set, but since then, Phil Taylor has pulled away.
Phil's not one of those characters to ease off, is he? He will want to just keep stamping on your throat until you can't hack no more.
Well, that was close to a maximum start from Phil Taylor, yeah. The final leg of the second set is the defining moment in this match. Gilding had won the first set. It was 2 legs all in the second. He took 7 darts to start Andrew Gilding. Taylor dismantled him and has not looked back.
121.
One man has just grown in stature. Not literally, of course.
85.
Well, that would be an extraordinary sight.
59.
Well, Phil, he's a leg to the good in this set. Needs 2 more legs to wrap up a place and get into the quarter-final. It's all going kind of swimmingly well because Gilding, I'm not sure, but I think he's run his race.
Well, what looked like being a very difficult and uncomfortable night for the defending champ has turned into a breeze. Winning with ease.
Perfecto. Well, 137 would have left 99. Not the best of counting, but no, I'm done.
That is his 8th maximum. Repeat that. That is his 8th maximum, and we're only in the 14th leg, and it's harder to get maximums because of the double start. Taylor can go out though. Never mind the maximum. Double 10 is the shot.
27. Andrew required 53.
Tops now.
33.
He misses. Phil Taylor comes back for double 5 after missing double 10 with his last start off 137. It's not impossible, but it's difficult.
Game time.
Look, it's Phil Taylor. I don't know why I utter such nonsense. He had one little corner to go for. And yes, of course he gets it. What a dart from Phil. He liked that. He enjoyed that.
Well, now on a run of having won 6 of the last 7 legs, Phil Taylor, and now just 1 leg away from a place in the quarterfinals of the competition, which would be against James Wade, and that's the way to start motoring towards the finishing line. The checkered flag in the Grand Prix.
120. Let's go.
Again, a big moment, and Andrew fails to get off. The shout of no score will be delightful to the power ears.
It will haunt Goldfinger. He'll be waking up in the middle of the night muttering no score.
Really?
Yeah, he'll be hearing Russ Bray in his sleep.
I've woken up muttering 55 and 95, I must admit.
No score again. Too many times he's taken half a dozen or more to go off, and he just can't do it against anybody, really. But if he's doing it against this bloke, then really you haven't got a hope.
96.
What started as a real difficult game, Phil Taylor has mustered up a real good performance. He's kind of put Andrew in his place, and he's kind of said, look, you can beat me on tour, but you can't beat me on the big stage, pal.
Well, he's not going to finish with some real fireworks, but he's going to get the job done. That's the main thing.
Well, we know Phil well enough that averages, yes, they're all a bonus, but he doesn't care. He just wants to get through. The objective was to win this match, and I'm going to say with confidence he's going to win this.
60.
So to put the full stop at the end of this match. Broke that one down, double 10.
50.
Well, Gilding in this situation throughout the match seems to have placed in a 180. A few of them have been academic, but not this time. Phil
60.
will go
Required 10.
for double 5. He hit it in the last leg and enjoyed it. Can he hit it again? Yes, he can. Phil Taylor beats Andrew Gilding by 3 6-1. He lost the first set. In fact, he was annihilated in it, but he pulled himself together. That was a good performance by the 11-time Grand Prix champ. Coming next, we have Mickey Mansell and Gary Anderson.